Hi, good morning, friends. How are you? I hope all of you are doing well. So, guys, today you're going to learn about second conditionals. Last meeting, you have learned about first conditionals, and today you're gonna learn when do you use second conditionals and then how to form it. And I will also give you examples. Okay, now when do you use second conditionals? So you use second conditionals when you want to imagine a situation that is not real or impossible to happen or very unlikely to happen now or in the future. Examples: if I were rich, I would travel around the world and build schools for children. If I were rich is the condition or the situation that not real, that is not real, okay? And then if it's real or if it happened, I would travel around the world and build schools for children. Another example, if it rained chocolate, I would open my mouth and dance in the rain. If it rained chocolate is imaginary situation, right? Okay, so I would open my mouth and dance in the rain if it happened. Okay. And now, how to form second conditionals. Okay. So for the condition, you use if, of course, when we are talking about the condition or the situation. In second conditionals, you use if. If plus subject plus past simple or verb to. This time for second conditional, you use past simple or verb to. And for the result, you use subject plus would plus verb one. Okay, so it's different with first conditionals. So for second conditionals, how to form it, I repeat. If plus subject plus past simple or verb to for the condition. Don't forget the comma. Subject plus would plus verb 1 for the result. Examples. If I had $1 million, I would buy a big house. If I were a superhero, I would fly around the world. Okay, guys, for second conditionals, it's very different with the normal past tense. As you know, for this normal past tense for subject she, he, it, you use was, but in second conditionals, you don't use was. Instead, you use were. Okay, now why were and why don't you use was for subject I, she, he, it? Okay, so we call it as subjunctive form that showing that the situation is not real because it is second conditionals and you use it when the situation is not real or imaginary thing, we use were. Okay, remember, for second conditionals only, you use were. We call it as subjunctive form, showing that the situation is not real. Example, if I were you, I would say sorry. Okay, meaning I'm not you. Yeah, it's imaginary. Another example, if he were taller, he would play basketball. He's not taller. Okay, it's unreal. Okay, so keep this in mind when it's unreal or imaginary condition or situation, always use were, not was. Okay? When it's unreal or imaginary condition, always use were, not was. Okay? I give you some examples here. One, if I were a bird, I would fly across the ocean. The verb is be. For the condition, if I were a bird, the verb is be. Okay? So, past tense of be, we use were. Okay? If I were a bird, I would fly across the ocean. I would fly across the ocean is the result. You use would plus verb 1. Number two, if they did not go to school, they would stay at home. Number two, not go. You use past simple it becomes if they did not go to school, they would stay at home. Number three, if we had $1 million, we would travel the world. Number four, he would pass the exam easily if he studied harder. Number five, if I did not eat breakfast, I would be hungry. Number five, we would visit them more often if they live closer. Okay, for number six, for number four, number six, and yeah. Okay, guys. So it's the same thing like first conditional. You can invert the sentence. Okay, but in second conditional, you still need comma. Okay, so we would visit them more often, comma, if they live closer. Okay, the same thing like number four. He would pass the exam easily, comma, if he studied harder. So remember, second conditionals, you need to use comma when you switch the sentence. Okay. And then number seven, if I knew the answer, I would tell you. If you were a superhero, what power would you choose? Questions, okay? If he studied harder, he would not fail the test. If it snowed in our city, we would make a snowman. So those are the examples. Now, practice. For your homework, please do your workbook page 51. Okay? And after that, please submit it to my email at nofria at abckidsbrighton.scheha.id. Okay? So, that's all for today, guys. I do really hope that you understand more about second conditionals. You also can read from your textbook, okay? Thank you, guys. See you. Bye.